So hey guys, I'm back with another video, and yep, it's another baking video. So guess what I'll be making today? So pause this video. So that's right, I'm writing down the ingredients needed. So today we'll be doing scones. So scones is actually a very easy recipe. So let's go. So you'll be needing 65 grams of unsalted butter, 1/4 cup of white sugar with a pinch of salt, 2 cups of all-purpose flour with 4 teaspoons of baking powder, along with 2/3 cups of milk and 1 large egg. So you'll be needing the butter to be cold, so place it in the fridge for a few minutes. While the butter is in the fridge chilling, it's time to sieve in your flour and baking powder. So this process is to incorporate air and delum the dry ingredients. It's quite a big cup, so I'm still sieving right now. So next we'll be adding the sugar and salt mixture. So just add it into the flour mixture. So make sure to use a spoon to mix the mixture around so that they are well incorporated. So when the butter is done chilling, take it out from the fridge and place it into the flour mixture. So by using your fingers, rub the butter into the flour mixture until it forms a wet sand consistency. So when I say wet sand consistency, is when you press the mixture, you'll form a ball. Next, we'll be adding the milk and the egg. So make sure to make a well in the middle so that the wet ingredients can be held in there. Using your hand, mix in the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. It will take a while, but just knead your way there into a dough. So if the bowl is too small, you can place it on your working desk and knead it. So if the dough is too wet or dry, you can add in milk or flour. So it's time to preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. It's time to roll the dough out and cut it. So using a baking paper, put it on the surface and put your dough onto the baking paper and roll the dough out. So in this case, I do not have a rolling pin, so I'm using my hand to squash it out. Now is to mold those scones out. So I do not have a mold, so I'm using a cup. So you can do anything with the size or shape that you prefer. So I'm using my trusty little glass cup, and yeah, I didn't break it. So after molding as much as you can always re-knead the scraps and make more scones. So you can repeat the process as much as you can because the amount of scones is within your control. So I didn't realize that when I'm molding the second batch, it looked like a face. Remember, you need an additional egg for the egg wash. So along with it, put some water and mix it around and brush it onto each scone. Now it's time to bake. Time to say bye-bye to you guys. Actually, no. So you guys better rise, alright? Bye! So I'm starting a second batch and I wanted to switch up the flavors. But hold up, let's check on them. Looking nice. Since the first batch is in the oven, let's wash our dishes. So after washing my dishes, I went to look at my scones that is in the oven. And I told my mom to come and take a look at the scones. Well, she said they look pretty good. Alright, so I decided one of the halves I'll be using chocolate chips because I like sweet stuff. And for the other half, I'll be using ham and cheese. Yes, slice up and cut up ham and cheese. Basically, I flatten the dough out and scoop the mixture into the center, folding the edges and forming a ball. And maybe squashing it around so that the ingredients is incorporated. And you can always have fun with the ingredients, making faces like what I am doing right now. Mini break. Time to admire the scones again and again. And the time has come to take them out. Ding! You know something tastes good when you open up the door of the oven. Smells so good, man. Alright, let me continue with my second batch. I don't know why I took so long, but yeah. Repeat the process with the chocolate chip if you are using it, or until all the dough is used up. And finally, I'm done. So remember to brush on your egg wash for your second batch also. And it's time to bake batch 2. So it's time for taste testing. So I'm cutting up my scones and letting my family try. Let's see the verdict. A thumbs up. A second thumbs up. So this is the final product. The dough. So remember to like, share and subscribe and try this recipe out. You thought the video has ended, but here's a video of me making homemade blackcurrant jam for the scones. So basically for your homemade jam, you just have to add your frozen berries into a saucepan, adding sugar, water, let it simmer, and add some cornstarch, and then let it simmer, and it's done. So make sure you put it into a container to store it because jam is jam. So make sure you write the date, like when it's made. And voila, it's done. I hope you guys like this type of sound over videos because I'm really insecure with my voice. Anyways, see you guys next time.